Welcome, friends, and thanks for stopping by. Taking another look back to the way we were, today we're going to look at the Iconic Ebony Magazine. The publication was revolutionary for its depiction of middle-class African American life. The Chicago publishing legend John H. Johnson laid the foundation of an empire in 1945 by styling a new magazine called Ebony as a love letter to the Black elite. African Americans were virtually invisible in the white press at the time unless they were committing crimes, and were held in such contempt in the South that newspapers routinely denied them courtesy titles, including Mr. and Mrs., that were extended to whites. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. referred to this as an element of the degenerating sense of nobodiness that African Americans endured daily at the hands of white society. Such was the status quo when, following World War II, Ebony's creator and editor, Mr. Johnson, sought to create a popular Black magazine in the vein of Life magazine that would reflect the accomplishments of African American life, celebrate Black success, and, quote, mirror the happier side of Negro life, the positive, everyday achievements from Harlem to Hollywood, unquote. Ebony featured smiling women on its covers and included photo essays showing members of the African American middle and upper classes who lived in tastefully decorated homes and enjoyed the same activities as white people: travel, skiing, tennis, drinking Coca-Cola. Corporate advertisers who had previously shunned Black ventures warmed to Mr. Johnson's argument that the Black middle class would embrace brands that depicted people of color in advertisements. Throughout the first 4 years of its publication, Lena Horne appeared on the magazine's cover 3 times, the only woman to do so during this period. It is argued that the fledgling Ebony magazine drew on Lena Horne's wartime status as a beautiful Black icon and represented her as a symbol of its ideological project broadly, and as the ebony image of post-war Black womanhood specifically. The magazine's representation of Lena Horne acts as a useful trope for understanding how Ebony imaged post-war Black femininity in terms of marriage, motherhood, work, and civil rights activism. Additionally, Ebony's representation of Lena and Ebony readers' letters to the editor reveal central issues of respectability, pinup photography, colorism, hair care, and interracial relations as they were debated within the magazine's pages. Starved for affirming images, African Americans made Ebony and its sister magazine, Jet, fixtures in homes and businesses, particularly beauty parlors and barbershops, where customers typically read while waiting to be served. Mr. Johnson's monthly publication depicted the lifestyle of and addressed issues pertinent to the post-war Black middle and working classes, featuring cover stories on prominent members of the Black diaspora from every sector, including politics, religion, entertainment, business, education, science, and the arts. Ebony frequently featured articles about groups such as co-op farmers, college student associations, charities, church congregations, and school children, who proved that healthy interracial associations could not only exist, but were a possibility for any group of people willing to reciprocate love and respect without regard for race. Ebony took a progressive, if not controversial, approach to publishing during this time. Several issues featured covers and articles on interracial marriages, including opera singer Marian Anderson and Orpheus Fisher, Pearl Bailey and Louis Bellson, and Lena Horne and Lenny Hayton, alongside articles about middle-class vacation spots and pieces penned by celebrities including Richard Wright, Eartha Kitt, Cab Calloway, Duke Ellington, Dorothy Dandridge, and Louis Armstrong, covering topics from their intimate lives to their opinions about race and politics. Ebony also featured pieces that explored the lives of those who fell outside of the Negro mainstream, such as the divorced spouses of Billy Eckstine and Harry Belafonte, and people living in alternative lifestyles. Billy Graham, Frank Sinatra, and William Faulkner also penned opinion pieces in support of racial equality and conciliation. By the 1980s, when Mr. Johnson became the first Black person named to the Forbes 400 list of wealthy Americans, Ebony was the anchor of Johnson Publishing, a sprawling cultural conglomerate that included not just magazines, but also books, cosmetics, and holdings in television and radio. Marketers suggested that Ebony itself was reaching more than 40% of the nation's Black adults, a reach that was said to be unmatched by any other general interest magazine in the country. Since 1945, Ebony Magazine has shined a spotlight on the worlds of Black people in America and worldwide. Their commitment to showcasing the best and brightest, as well as highlighting disparities in Black life, has been, and always will be, cornerstone to Ebony. Ebony has transitioned to digital editions, which can now be found on its website, ebony.com. Well, thanks again for stopping by, friends. I hope you've enjoyed this look back at the way we were. Please come back. I have more interesting videos coming soon. I am RM, feminine for the win. Toodles!